Thank you for tuning in to Los First Gen. Here's Aaron and Thalia back at it again.
We're here, guys. Episode motherfucking 3. Am I yelling?
No, you're good.
Okay.
I lowered the volume on the headset to tolerate your yelling.
Ya vas a empezar, eh? He's getting brave today because let's talk about what we're drinking today. Wait, before we start and talk about that, subscribe, and hit the thumbs up if you like this video. Please, it'll help us a lot.
Okay, so back to...
Okay, I already told them subscribe. Oh, welcome back to another episode of Los First Gen. He already introed, but...
Welcome back again.
And what are we drinking today? So...
I haven't even had a sip.
We are drinking what? I just want to say what I'm drinking. I'm having a sparkling water, a guava sparkling water. And what are you having?
I am having a mocktail with vodka.
So not a mocktail. He's not doing dry January or any of the giving up alcohol, but
Ew, why?
Huh?
I said, ew, why?
Why what?
Why would I do that?
Well, you don't have a problem, so it's good.
So you have a problem.
No, but I want to be healthier.
You're just doing it like as a challenge.
Yeah, but also I feel like I feel better when I don't drink.
Agreed.
Yeah, but it's just personal. If you're drinking, ain't nobody judging here.
I feel you. I just feel like I'm way better than me in Katy, Texas.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna talk about
way
that
better
here, but we'll talk about it eventually because that's depressing.
It's not that depressing.
Katy is very depressing. If you don't think it was depressing, I don't know what's wrong with you.
It was depressing.
Yeah.
Don't go to Katy.
It was our experience, not Katy in general.
Some other day, but we'll continue talking about it.
We're talking about Katy, Texas. We lived there for a little bit, but that's where we'll leave it. So today we're going to talk about a lot of different things. I have a bunch of topics. Again, I have them written down because your girl will not remember. But did you want to start with your topic or you want me to start?
Go ahead.
Okay. So I wanted to talk about this crazy thing that happened to us a few years ago. I don't even know how to start it.
I don't even know what you're going with.
We moved into this house
in 1974.
Okay, a few years back, we had 2 people spend the night.
My sister and my cousin.
Yeah. So they spent the night and, well, they were coming over to spend the night because we were just having a little hangout here. We were drinking, playing board games and stuff like that. It was probably like, what, midnight?
Yeah, it was pretty late.
That's not that late, but it was like midnight and I don't know why we decided to go outside, but we went outside. I think we might have gone outside with the dogs because they probably wanted to go outside or something. So we're like, okay, let's go outside in the backyard. And we went outside and there was like a party going on in the back. So we live in a neighborhood where the houses are really close together so you can hear what everyone is doing. Like if I yell here, the neighbor hears me. But anywho, you could hear music, like vibes over there, like country music in the back of us. And then there was like people like yelling, like having a good time and stuff. And then I don't know what happened. I think my sister yelled or something, but they were like, come over. Like they were inviting us over. And this is like currently where we live. So they were like, come over. And we like talked amongst ourselves and we're like, should we go? Like, this is weird. Do we go? But we were drinking. So obviously we're all like,
yep.
We're like, drinks okay. Yeah, we're like, okay, let's go see.
Like, let's go.
Yeah, we're like, we had balls and we're like, let's go over there and see what the hell's going on, just to go party and meet these people. So we went over there. We had to like, well, babe knew exactly what the house was, but I was all confused. I was like, which one is the house? So we figured out which one the house was. And I don't even remember how we got in. Did we ring the doorbell or they were waiting for us?
I think both.
Okay.
We rang and door opened right away.
Okay. So they knew we were coming and they let us in. And this is the first time we're meeting this particular neighbor because we had never met them. And we were like all introducing ourselves and stuff. And then we sat down in their back patio. As soon as we sat down, how long do you think we were there? Like 2 minutes maybe? Or 5 minutes?
Less than 5.
Okay, so we had been there less than 5 minutes. I don't even know who brought it up. Was it a girl or was it the guy that brought it up?
It was one of the guys.
Okay, so one of the guys basically just said, I don't even know how to say this. We're swingers?
So, yeah.
How did he say it?
I think your sister or my cousin, they were talking about something with them, something maybe a little bit controversial. And then the guy was like, well, we're swingers, so... And that's how he brought it up.
Oh, okay. I don't remember how it came about. I just remember him saying that.
Really wanted to let us know that they were swingers.
Yeah, and obviously when we like walked in there, me and him introduced ourselves like this, like we're married and we're the ones that live there because we wanted them to know who. Like, I think we're just being clear, like this, we live here.
Who the neighbors
were.
who
the neighbors were. And so we're like, oh yeah, like me and my husband, like that's kind of how we introduce ourselves. Like, this is my wife, this is my husband. And so 5 minutes into it, he's like, yeah, we're swingers. So basically to like make the story more clear, there was 3 women and there was 3 men there. People we've never met before.
3 couples.
3 couples. And 4, so 2 of the couples, not the neighbors, but 2 of the couples are the ones that are into the swinging because they started talking about that's what they're into and that they switch parejas, like they be fucking each other. And right, they went into it. And so we're talking about that, and then we're trying not to make it weird because we don't want to be like, oh, you're weird for doing that. We're not judging anyone. I mean that's your shit. Like, if you want to do that shit, go ahead.
Dang.
But then they asked us. How did they even ask us? Did they ask us? I feel like they were like, are you into that? Or like they made it like a weird question.
Yeah, they were like, are you into swinging? No. And then they were like, but don't you find other people attractive, like celebrities? And I was like, damn, that's like the worst pitch ever.
Yeah, but it's also, this is the first time you're meeting us. If you're, I don't know.
They must have been drunk.
Also, let's say it here. We're not into that. We're not into swinging. We're not in an open relationship, nothing like that. Like, we're quite the opposite of that. But I'm saying for you to meet someone and that's like the first thing, I feel like you want to hang out with them, like feel the vibes a few times.
What's the opposite of that?
Committed, only monogamous, I guess. Closed.
So the opposite of swingers is monogam.
Well, I feel like swingers open, right? So we're closed.
We're closed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cerrados, eh? What I'm trying to say is that if I was into that and I wanted to kind of like ask other people if they were into that, I would not ask them the first time that I met them in the first 5 minutes that I met them.
How would you ask them?
I think you would want to feel it out.
Interesting.
I don't want to stop.
But when we first got there and he blabbered it out within 5 minutes, I think we could have been talking about anything and he would have blabbered it out. We would have been like...
Blabbered it out? I've never heard that before.
Blabber. Really?
Blabber?
Look it up.
Blubber?
Urban Dictionary.
Blabber.
Hopefully. Don't look it up right now.
Okay, I'll look it up later.
Hopefully you forget.
I mean, it sounds like something, but I don't know if it's blabber.
We could have been talking about cars and he would have been like, yeah, I'm a swinger, so...
He just wanted to bring it up and...
He really wanted to, yeah.
Maybe he was into us. Oh, we want to bring some new people in.
1,000%.
But... So then that happened, right? They were talking about that for a little bit. And how long do you think we were there? 20 minutes, maybe?
Less than 30.
Less than 30 minutes, guys. Okay, so this story is going to get finished real quick. Well, actually, the way that we're saying it, we're probably elongating it because we're going into the details, but we were there shorter than we're telling the story. Anywho, so we're there and he's talking about this shit. He's like, are y'all open? Whatever the fuck. And then as they're talking, then I'm talking to my sister or your cousin, looking at them when I'm drunk and I'm having a conversation with someone into the conversation. So I was looking at them like this, like into their soul. So I was just listening to them. I don't even know what the fuck we were talking about. Would you say that
we were drunk?
Yeah, we were drunk. We were drunk.
We were drunk?
Yeah.
I do not think I was drunk.
Okay, we were buzzed maybe?
Like
we had took some
buzz.
shots.
Strong buzz.
Okay, we're on a good one, but we weren't fucked up.
Right.
Because if we were fucked up, that probably would have ended very differently. But anywho,
We would have fought
Yeah, probably.
or swung.
No, fought.
Okay.
Well,
Needed
or
to
swung.
clarify.
This swing.
Okay.
Anywho,
Needed the clarification.
so I was looking into their eyes, and then I was like talking about whatever the fuck we were talking about, and then what happens? They tell me, they're like, Talia, look, and then I was what? And I looked this way because my husband was sitting right next to me. He was sitting like right next to me, and my cousin was sitting on the other side of me. They're on both sides. So I was looking at one of them, which is my cousin. They're like, Talia, look, or something like that. And I was like, what? And I turned to look at my husband, and this bitch is like dancing on my husband, like fucking twerking on my husband, you guys. And I was like, what the hell? And I looked, and mind you, I wasn't fucked up. So I think I was like contained. And I kind of just laughed it off because my husband, I looked at him and he looked very uncomfortable. Like he was not into it or anything.
Oh, no. I set up a barricade. Yeah, I was like, whoa, stop.
You were not like that. He was not like that. Because if he was like that, I would have swung on him.
Stop.
I would have swung on you. You be fucking saying that shit. Is that what you wanted to do? Listen to this, because this is about to be a fight right here on this podcast.
Straight up, I was like, whoa, no.
Yeah, he put his arm like that. But it looked kind of like you pushed her off a little bit. Like you went like this.
I didn't. No, I think I just put my arm there.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was not trying to push her.
Maybe because
start fighting.
Because she leaned onto you. It looked like you pushed her. But so I saw that. So he had it under control, but I was like, what the hell? And then like I'm also not a person that likes to start shit or conflict. So I was very uncomfortable in the situation. I was just laughing. Like I was just picture me laughing, like cracking up. But I was like, what the fuck in my head? Both of the girls that were with us, they're like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell? And they emphasize, well, they're not into that. And we also said like, oh yeah, we're not into that shit. And we had literally made it clear to them as we're talking to them that we're not like that. So I think they were just really fucked up, and she was really fucked up. Like it looked like she was like falling and stuff.
They were all pretty drunk.
That happened 2 minutes after that, or less.
A few. Like
not too long after that happened, the owner kicked us out. My sister and our cousin they were talking about, it seemed like maybe like very passionate about the topics that they're talking about, maybe like some controversial shit. I don't remember exactly what the topic was. We think that maybe that's why they kicked us out. We're not exactly sure, but I have a feeling that they kicked us out because they were also drunk, the owners, but they didn't, like, we had no idea we're about to get kicked out. We're just sitting there, and then she says, get the fuck out of my house. Is that what she said? She said, get the fuck out of my house, this lady. And I was like, I'm all pointing to where she lives. Go find her. Oh, she doesn't live there anymore, you guys. So if you go to her house, it's not her. It's a little old man that lives there now. But she said, yeah, it's the one that we've seen. Yeah. So she told us to get the fuck out of her house. And we're like, okay, like we just got up. We didn't even say anything.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we weren't trying to start anything. Again, we weren't like that fucked up. We're like, okay. And it was just her that said something. Like nobody else was involved. It was just that one lady that was like, get the fuck out of my house. So we got up. We didn't say bye or anything. We just walked our asses out. And as we're walking,
headed towards the front door to walk out of her house. And as we're approaching the front door, your sister turns around and she's like, wait, I just want to talk to her. And knowing your sister, it's just hilarious because
my sister would have turned back and like started some shit. I think she would have started like, what's wrong with you? Like yelling at her or something is what I picture. And then it would have ended very badly. But
she turned around. She's like, wait, I just want to talk to her. And I grabbed her and turned her around. I was like, nope, let's go. She's like, okay.
Yeah, but you did that to her multiple times because you also did it outside. We're like halfway through the street and you did it to her because I remember that.
I don't remember that outside one.
Yeah, I remember we got kicked out because we didn't want to swing with them. I think that's why we got kicked out, honestly. But I feel they felt judged because we weren't into the vibes.
We will never know.
But
we can assume.
Because we weren't into the vibes. But the funny thing is that lady and her husband, they're not into it. The one that kicked us out, they're not into it, supuestamente. But like the way that like she handled the situation, I feel like she could have been, okay guys, we're gonna go to bed. Or okay guys, yeah, can y'all go? Like, she said, can you what did she say? Get the fuck out of my house. I was like, what? And babe, like, I never in my life thought I would experience something like that. Like, you hear shit, well, the getting kicked out, not even that. Because I feel like we're pretty good and nice people that we wouldn't get kicked out of anywhere because we're doing something that we're not supposed to. And it felt like I did something wrong. I was like, what did I do? And also, well, we wanted to leave. So whenever she said that, we're like, let's go. Because I think we didn't know how to exit. Yeah. Like me and you, because me and my husband were less drunk. I feel like we were ready to go, but we didn't know how to exit the conversation or exit the building. We ran into them again, the actual neighbors, only the neighbors. Take a shot every time I say
Don't do that.
You're gonna be shit-faced. We ran into them as we were walking the dogs. They were in their truck and they saw us and they pulled us over. Like, they were like, hey, like they waved us down. But after someone does something like that to me, it makes me feel a type of way. I'm not the type to like get back
in. Get the fuck out of my house. I'm sure anybody would have felt how you felt.
Yeah, but you went and talked to them. Like, it
was the dude, the husband. Yeah.
Well, she was in the truck as well. I'm just
they
like,
called me over. He was like, hey, just wanted to apologize for last night. The female was also apologizing. She was like, we're so sorry. I was so drunk and I don't know what happened or why I did that. We ended up calling the cops because our friends were fighting and knocking doors down.
The swingers guys.
And so we had to call the cops to get them out of the house. I was like, who cares?
Yeah,
it's fine. Like, I guess it's fine that they wanted to apologize, but then he was like, yeah, we'll hang out later. And I was like, no.
Oh yeah, he said no. that they wanted to hang out later, and we're like, yeah, no. Needless to say is that they were so into their swinging relationship that they ended up fighting that same night, because I'm pretty sure that they were like trading parejas that night, and that's why they got into it. We're pretty sure that's what happened. I think they told us who the parejas were. They're like, oh yeah, we're together and we're together. When we're there, the non-parejas were missing. Do you know what I mean?
They were mixed matched.
Yeah, they were mixed matched. They were like missing, like somewhere in the house, if you know what I mean. Speculation, but I'm pretty sure the fight was about them sharing. And so, needless to say is, I mean, it may work for some people, but
yes, you are coming off a little judgy for those swingers that are happily swinging.
Yeah, I guess, but I feel like those...
It wouldn't work for you.
Yeah, but and
me.
I guess I'm not coming off. I am coming off as judgmental. I can see that, because it's not my relationship. If I'm not in it, then I don't care. But it's weird the way that these people portrayed swingers to be, is what I'm saying. Like the one people that we've met in real life that are swingers, and they're like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it probably didn't work for them.
Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to say. But you know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm judging all swingers because of these swingers. But in the UK, they banned what is it, the pit bulls?
It's not pit bulls?
I didn't think it was pit bull. They looked more like big.
Rottweilers?
No.
I thought it was pit bulls.
It might be pit bulls. I think it might be pit bulls. But basically, they banned them. I'm assuming because there has been incidents of them doing some bad things. So they are judging all the dogs that are good based on this one or few incidents. I
see what you're
getting at. How I'm relating it?
Yes.
So I'm not judging them all, okay? It was just those that I am judging because they want to be grinding up on my husband. No, ma'am. No fucking ma'am. I feel like I'm more angry now than I was at the time. But it's because it caught me off guard, so it didn't give me time to get angry. I was like... That is the story of when we were asked if we wanted to swing. I thought you were going to say something.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know what the topic was until
I started storytelling.
So, a few years ago, I already knew.
Did you really? Is that the only thing that's happened to us a few years ago?
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro, that's freaking crazy. Let us know down below if any of you have had an experience like that where somebody approached you on that. We have another story of you when you were younger if you want to go into that one.
What are you talking about?
When they approached you out at the park.
Oh, a guy approached me at the park, offered me money to penetrate his wife.
Oh, can we use that word? to fuck his wife.
Yeah. I was like, whoa.
This was at the like beginning of our relationship. Like we were probably together less than a year when that happened. I was like, did you do it?
We were not together.
We were well, you told me about it, so we weren't together when you told me about it?
We were probably like talking, maybe.
No, you told me about it when we were together. I was already at Texas State and you were here and you would go to run with your homeboy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because you like
Interesting.
told me about it. You're all like weirded out.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, did you do it? And I was like mad at him.
Makes sense. I think I was like
He was
maybe 19.
Yeah, something. 18 or 19. You might have
Back
been
when
19.
I was 19.
Oh my God, that feels so long ago. But it doesn't feel long ago. So yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But you have to tell him that he was asked to do that, but he wanted to be there to watch, right? Or no?
Oh, yeah. He wanted to watch. Yeah. He wanted to watch.
Guys, what the hell? Isn't that crazy? Like when you told me, I'm like, that's not real. How old was he?
He was older.
What's older? Because we're older now.
Damn.
Was he in his 30s?
Back then,
Was he in his 30s?
he's probably like 30, 40. But I was 19, so I was like, old dude.
Yeah, it's like imagine you going to someone and telling them to fuck me.
No. No.
And they're like, this old dude approached me. This old bald man approached me.
This old, good-looking bald dude approached me. His wife must be hot.
When I say that story, I'm like, did that really happen to us? And it really did, because there's witnesses. We have 2 more witnesses that were there with us.
It's crazy, but it's not that crazy.
Really? You don't think it's that crazy?
I don't know.
I just feel like in my life, I never thought that I would come across like somebody that I knew that was a swinger.
But we didn't know them.
But we met them. Like I didn't think we would ever come across, because you see it on movies, right, where they show like a little like even on like fucking The Grinch, where they're all at the party and they put the keys. That means that's like a swinger party. They put keys in the fishbowl. You don't know that?
It's
Oh my
not just like
God.
you can't drive because we're gonna drink.
No.
What the
Whenever they put their
fuck?
keys all in there, they grab one and that's who they fuck. You didn't know that?
What movies are you watching?
I don't know, but I've learned about
What-
that.
I think, guys, that she's just probably never seen like porn before. Not even like growing up, teenager years. And let's just chalk it up to that.
I didn't watch porn. Did I miss out on a lot?
Nah.
Should I watch it now? Comment
Nah.
down below if I should watch it now.
Let me go comment.
Okay, let's go into. Oh, this one makes me sad. Okay, so this just happened, I think like a few days ago. There was 215 bodies found in Jackson, Mississippi. This is so bad. How am I going from swingers to this? This makes me feel icky. So there was 215 bodies found in Jackson, Mississippi. They're all found like they were like unmarked
Dead?
graves. Dead. Unmarked graves. And the only reason that they found them is because there was a lady that was looking for her son for a while. And she was looking for her son and she was looking for her son. And then I guess her case became like it got traction or whatever. The police got involved. The Jackson PD got involved. They were like, oh, I don't know what happened, but basically the Jackson PD hit him, like ran him over and murdered him. And they just buried him because they said that they reached out to her and that they told her, like they called her, but that she didn't answer, that they were calling to tell her that had happened. But she was like, there's no way that they did that. Like they never reached out to me to tell me that they killed my son. So they like try to bury it is what they're saying. They're trying to bury it. And along with that, there's like all those other bodies there that are like unmarked and nobody knows who they are. 2 other people came up that were missing. And it's not a race thing. I said, It's not a race thing because there was 2 African American and there was a white man that were missing and they found in that grave site or whatever. So, and it's weird because they're all like the bodies are there. It's not like they're all like lumped into like they're all mixed together, right? They're like their own graves.
Okay.
Like 215 worth of them.
Right.
So they feel like there's something going on with the Jackson PD, and they're like just like hiding and burying bodies.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. We hit your son, ma'am. We tried calling. Your voicemail said it was full, so we just buried him.
Why wouldn't you go to her house, try to talk to her? You know what I mean?
When did they say this? Like after?
Yeah, after she was really looking into it. I guess she was like really looking into it. And I think her case was like getting traction, and they're like, oh shit, like we have to.
So they just made some shit up.
That we have to tell her.
That's the best that they could come up with.
Well, supuestamente, like they exhumed the body, and it seemed like they did hit him, but it was like an accident, supuestamente. But I'm like, was it an accident? Like 215 bodies worth of accidents?
But that's crazy. Like, isn't there a process? Like, you send them to the morgue.
Exactly. There should
From
be.
the morgue, they find next of kin.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Supuestamente, they're saying that they followed protocol.
Was this in the 60s?
No, this was
the 40s.
Dude, this was recent. Isn't that crazy? 215
the
bodies.
90s.
It was now.
How recent?
Now.
Today.
Like, it's going on now. Like, the case is like unraveling, and she's been looking for him for like a while.
For how long?
You want me to look?
Best guess.
Probably like
a few years.
Yeah, nothing more than that.
Okay.
So in the 2000s, you guys, just letting y'all know there's some shady shit going on over there. I don't know who did it. I don't know if it's Jackson PD. Don't quote me on that, but y'all should go.
What city?
Follow up on that in Mississippi. It's Jackson, Mississippi.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Sounds like a place
not to go.
That I would never move to.
I will never visit.
You see, it's bad for tourism.
If y'all want more information, y'all should go. Obviously, TikTok will give you some, but sometimes you gotta cross-reference stuff because TikTok can sometimes not be so accurate, you know? So yeah, that's scary. You have something for us?
That is scary.
You have something for us?
That's scary.
I made him choose a topic and he's not spitting it out.
So I've also been working on my radio voice because I was listening to our last podcast and I was like, damn, I sound boring. So I was like, all right, I gotta work on that. I gotta look alive.
No, I don't think you sounded boring. I think you sound, first, your voice sounds low, but also you look tired. You weren't into the topic or something.
The last podcast.
Yeah.
I looked tired.
Yeah.
So the topic made me tired.
Yeah, the topic made you boring, maybe.
All right.
Not made him boring, sorry. Made him bored, sorry.
Do I look tired now?
I mean, you look a little tired, but you're like more lively today. Maybe it's
I am tired though.
Yeah. We woke up earlier today.
It was a long day.
Mm-hmm.
Work was long. I've been working on my radio voice, and I think I sound pretty good now.
I think he has a pretty good radio voice when he's like loud. He has a hard time projecting his voice.
Well, I think I wasn't loud last time because I wasn't all up on the mic, and this time I am.
Yeah,
but I'm working on it.
But you have a low voice, is what I'm saying.
I do have a low voice.
Like when he orders a drive-through, they're like, can you repeat that like 10 times?
That's not true. They'll ask me to repeat my name. They'll be like, can I get your name? And I'll be like, Aaron. And they'll be like, Eric, Bob. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yes, Eric is fine.
He always gives...
Why do they need my name?
Yeah, let us know if any of y'all work at Starbucks. Our 10... Oh, shout out to our 10 subscribers. We have 10 subscribers.
Starbucks is fine.
Well,
I get that.
Let us know if you work like at Chick-fil-A, at like fast food restaurants. Why do y'all need to know our names? What is the reason?
Well, like back when they first started asking for names, I noticed that when you were like being cashed out or given your food, they would say your name. Mm-hmm. I guess to try and be more personable, more personal. And so I noticed that and I was like, oh, okay, interesting. Unnecessary, but interesting. And now they don't do that anymore at the window. They'll still ask for your name, but they just won't say your name anymore. Yeah,
and they're already noting down the car make, so I don't think they need to ask for our names. But maybe they do it for us to feel like they care about us.
Chick-fil-A asked for the name. Whataburger does not. Why do you keep asking me for my name?
Chick-fil-A. He's talking to you, Chick-fil-A.
No, I was talking to Whataburger.
Oh, Whataburger asked for your name too?
Yeah,
I didn't know they asked for your name. Why do you look mad?
because you're there all the time.
Well, I never pay attention.
Yes, you do.
Sometimes he goes by himself to the drive-thru, so I don't listen. Oh yeah, actually now I remember because they always fuck up his name. His name is so easy that I'm like, how do you fuck up his name? I grew up with people fucking up my name.
Aaron and Iron Earn.
Is that what they say?
That's just a funny video that I saw.
No, what is that?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Is that
It's like some people from a certain city that have a certain accent can't say this rhyme, and the rhyme is Aaron earned and iron earn.
Oh, I can't say that.
Say it.
What is it? Aaron earned
in iron
an iron
earn.
earn. Aaron earned an iron earn.
Yeah.
Oh, see,
Sounds
I can do
pretty
it. His name is super easy, so I don't understand how they fuck it up. But I think I can see the Eric because Eric, I can see that. But there's sometimes that they say some weird shit, and I'm like, where'd you get that from? But my name, Thalia, like I just gave up on it, and I just say his name. And usually when I say Aaron, like I'm like, hey, my name's Aaron, they just get it. They've never asked me, oh, Eric.
Well, they're not gonna assume Eric on your. Hi, my name's Aaron. Man,
But-
did you say Eric?
So I always use his name like whenever the rare occasions that I go to drive-thrus by myself or I go to restaurants and I have to put
Anytime any business asks for your name, you say my name.
yeah, unless it's a professional way I have to say my name and they all it's a lovely experience because I don't care anymore. And so they really try and I'm like, I don't care. Just say it however you want. And they like ask me to pronounce it like 10 times and it's like a thing that happens all the time and I'm like, stop. Oh, let's talk about the weather. Guys,
So actually,
that's what I was going to tell you.
I had a topic
Oh, go ahead.
about the weather.
Really? You're a liar.
Yes, the weather. I actually wanted to talk about the last time it snowed here.
Okay, go ahead.
I used to love snow before then. I love it. It snowed here. When it first started snowing, it was pretty awesome, right?
It was, babe, you know what day it landed on, right?
No?
It was a special day. You don't remember? It was not one of our anniversaries. It was not an anniversary.
It
but
was
a
not an
special day.
anniversary.
Okay,
It was
I'll
not a
just say it.
birthday. Hold on.
It was Valentine's Day. He thinks it's not special. Era el día de los enamorados, way. And I remember this
It was
because
Valentine's Day.
and we were walking the streets and it was snowing and we're all like in love because it was snowing and it was Valentine's Day and we're all cutesy happy. Okay, guys, you have to understand that we live in San Antonio, Texas, and that it does not snow here. So the people in Texas, or at least what is it, South Texas, do not know anything about snow. We don't know how to even drive in the rain. Is that bad to say? I think it's
No,
pretty
that's
accurate, right?
Pretty
Okay.
accurate, yeah.
So basically when that happened, you want to go into more of the negatives or
Of when it snowed?
yeah.
Well, I remember it was cool. Like at night, it was like a foot of snow. It must have felt like, maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe
No,
it
it
was
was a
4
lot.
inches. It was more than 4 inches. But anyway, it was cool walking around, just some snow angels and shit. And I was like, fuck, that's cold. And then we went back inside and my phone was gone.
Oh, I remember that.
I was like, bro, I have to go back out there. I'm looking for my phone. And I asked you, I was like, just keep calling my phone. I'm going to go, like, I think I know where I dropped it. So I went back over there to where I was doing snow angels. It wasn't there. So I was like, whatever, just gave up. Walking back home and I see the snow light up right in front of our house. Right in front. I was like, what the fuck?
You're like, that's
So I
my
like
phone.
dug in there and I pulled it out. I thought it was so awesome. And then
That you dropped your phone or that you found your phone?
that I found it.
And that it was covered in snow? You
Yeah.
thought that was cool?
I thought it was like glowing, like it looked cool. Anyway, so that was cool. Went back inside. It was all nice.
It was nice and toasty in
Mhm.
here.
And then we lost power for a week. Almost starved to death.
Okay, let's go into detail about it. Let's not go into the dramatics real quick. Okay, so after that, we came inside. I think we were just chilling, hanging out, kept looking outside because we were all excited. And then, was it that night that we lost power? that first night, or was it the following day? I don't remember.
It must have been overnight.
And
We
it-
lost power.
And the power would go like this, like in and out, and we would get so excited because it would come back on, and then it would come back on for how long, babe? For like 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
We would like try and go like use the microwave real quick and like do things real quick, and like we would not even have enough time to do that. So we're like, bro, what are we gonna do? So that was like the first day, and we were here. We had nothing to watch. We're like trying to like download stuff on our iPad and like trying to figure out, because we also couldn't charge our phones. We couldn't charge anything. Like we lost complete power. We're like, what do we do? So we're all bored in here. We're like, what the fuck do we do? We were here for a while. I believe we stayed here that night because we were like, we attempted to turn on the fire thingy,
The fireplace.
the fireplace. We attempted to turn it on that night, and then what made it cold was that you opened the windows, because we turned on our fireplace, and then my husband was in his head about him possibly killing us with, what is it, the smoke?
So we did turn on the fireplace.
The second, like not that first night. I think it was the second day.
Oh, I
that we
didn't try
turned
the
on.
first day?
I don't think so, because
Okay.
I don't think we lost power until
It's because
that
you
night.
said I attempted, like I was
Like you
not
didn't.
successful
Oh,
or
no.
something.
Sorry, he did do it, but you turned it off very quickly after.
Yeah, it smelled inside the house. And I was worried the chimney was like blocked off because we never use a chimney. Why do we have chimneys here? I don't know.
For occasions like that.
That provides no warmth. Zero warmth.
I mean, if you're sitting right next to it.
I guess if you're trying to survive and you have no power, sure. Have
Yeah.
a chimney.
Exactly, that's where we were.
Well, we shouldn't lose power. And now we won't because we have a generator.
Don't tell the people they're gonna come and find us. And try
Come
to
find
take it.
us.
He's
Try
ready.
and take my guns. Try and take it from my arms.
So basically he turned on the fire thing, and the fire was going, and he freaked out because he was like, what if what is it? Get intoxicated, or
Carbon monoxide.
that's what it is. Carbon monoxide.
The silent killer.
And so he was in his head about it, so he turned it off very quickly. And then at night, we're going to go to bed. Like, we're already in bed, and he opened the windows because he was that in his head about him possibly killing us in our sleep.
Okay, so I was in my head about it, right? But that's not all. I woke up in the middle of the night with the worst fucking headache I've
Oh,
ever
that's what
had.
you
And I was
said.
like, I'm fucking dying. I was like, I'm going to kill us all. So, yeah, I did open the fucking windows. I was like, we're going to be cold. But
I didn't
gonna
have a
live.
headache, so I don't think we had carbon monoxide.
Damn, you know what it was? I think it was my mind tricking itself.
Yeah, I think he was in his head.
Bro.
I'm
But
telling
I
you.
had a real fucking headache. It was real.
Unless you've tricked yourself. So that happened. So what I'm trying to say is that he opened the windows, so he made it even colder in our fucking house. And then, you know how cold it was? It was so cold that our puppies, they sleep next to us in their own little beds, whatever. Well, we didn't have Rue at that time. Our middle child, Baloo, he was literally like in the middle of the night, he was like clawing at the bed, like, please help me, I'm cold. So we lifted him up and we put him in bed with us so he can like warm up with us. And our other dog, she's a German Shepherd and she has a lot of fur, so she was chilling. She was like, this is my motherfucking weather. But this one, no. He was like, I'm cold. And that's when we figured out, we're like, we need to get the fuck out of here because it's really fucking cold and we can't do this.
It was freezing.
So then after we woke up that second morning, and that's when we were like, okay, we need to do something because Baloo was cold. And I even think that Sammy, even though she has longer hair, I think she was starting to get cold as well. Because I would touch her and like her fur was cold. And I was like, and we were like in our heads, we're like, what do we do? Because the roads were horrible. Like we had heard that there was like ice and stuff, or we also assumed, right? We didn't know
There
for
was
sure.
Still snow on the road.
Yeah, like there was still, and we knew because like literally you walked outside of here and you could see it. So we're like, imagine like the streets, you know? That second day we like went into the car to get warm for a little bit. We like charged our phones in the car. We were in there for a little bit just trying to get warm. And then we're like, what do we do? And I texted my mom.
Real quick, we went in the car to charge our phones. We obviously turned on the car, but we opened the garage. So don't turn on your car with the garage closed.
Oh, yeah,
You'll
good.
die. You'll die.
Good catch there.
Yeah. I opened the garage door
Yeah.
manually.
He wasn't trying to kill us. You know, he's very on top of that with the fire pit. He almost killed us by opening the windows.
The fireplace. Imagine it, bring the fire pit inside, turn it on. Good.
Fuck you. So then we were in the car, we were charging our phones, whatever, and we had our doggos in there, and they were so cute too, and they're all warm there. And then we're like, we have to do something. So I had been in contact. Obviously, we're all in contact with our families to make sure that they were okay and everything. And I talked to my mom, and they hadn't lost power. So we're like, do we just fucking go there? Because they offered. They're like, you can come over here. Yeah, it was so warm over there. So we ended up going over there. But now let's tell them about our way over on our way over there. He was driving.
Crazy because
we obviously took both of our dogs.
There's a few cars on the roads, which was crazy to see and funny because everyone was sliding all over the place.
There's a lot of cars on the road.
Very sketchy, yeah. Where we live, it's very like hilly roads. So when a hilly road was coming up, we were just like prepared.
Bruh, that was so stressful.
If we're going downhill and the light turned red, I was like, I'm gonna take that because I'm not gonna be able to stop.
And we
witnessed so many cars just sliding and hitting shit. It was bad. I don't have snow tires in Texas or South Texas.
So none of us knew how to drive on those roads, and I honestly feel like they were all on the same boat as us. Like they were trying to get somewhere else that was safe, I think, for the most part. There's a lot of people sliding, and there's like someone sliding like right by us. Remember,
a lot of people.
We were like almost got hit. I'm surprised we didn't get hit by someone or we hit somebody.
I am surprised.
Right? We were sliding everywhere. There were some cars that were like stuck. They would like slide and they were kind of just stuck there, like trying to like move.
They would hit the curve and stuck.
Yeah, so it's like never snowed here. I think before that it had like snowed, pero muy apenas, like not even a little layer had formed.
It actually did snow a lot just like that, but it was a long time ago, like 70s, 60s.
Oh, pues sí, pero
80s.
Me and you weren't alive.
Well, you're saying it never snowed.
Well, I'm talking about when we were alive.
Okay.
Did you experience it?
While we were alive, it never snowed.
But I was telling them that it had snowed before, but it was barely anything, like a little layer. Like just like así. Like a little super little layer.
That.
You remember
we
that?
We were at Acadiana.
Yeah, that was the time.
With my fam.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was the time that it snowed, and we went back to my parents, and I think that was one of the times that Sammy ran out.
She did run out. She was like, snow! She was going crazy.
And then he had to chase her. That was a fun story. So basically, my husband is freaking out because it's getting cold, and we're afraid that the same thing is going to repeat.
I'm not freaking out.
You're not freaking out?
I'm not freaking out. I just don't fucks with snow here.
So he doesn't like snow here, but I do. I still want it to snow, but I just
want... In San Antonio, we suck.
I know, but I just... The only reason I want it to snow is if the power stays intact and if we don't have to go anywhere. Like, we're remote. We work remote, so if I don't have to go anywhere, but I guess it sucks for all the people that actually do have to go somewhere.
Lose internet. How do you work then?
I guess I wouldn't be able to work then, but at least we would have power.
We can hope. But we have a generator, so even though I'd be annoyed to pull it out and use it, at least we're somewhat prepared.
Yeah, we got a generator not shortly after, probably like a year later now, but it was a year or two later after that happened.
Less than a year.
Yeah, we got it because we were trying to use it for something else, but also
right
in case that happened again.
Yes.
But the generator has to be outside, right?
Correct. Carbon monoxide.
So you have to connect to things and then leave like the door open or something? Like if you're connecting a little heater?
Yeah, it's basically you plug stuff to it. So you'd need an extension cord. Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's also like a minimum amount of distance that you have to space it from your house for it to be considered safe.
Yeah, so let's hope we don't need to use it this year.
Don't snow.
Well, I just don't want to lose power.
I also don't want to lose power. It's San Antonio. They've literally been preparing us for a week or two now that they've been saying, like, I don't know, warnings or preparedness, but they're just saying it's gonna go out. Be prepared.
They said that? I didn't even know about that. Bro, I forgot to tell you. Remember what I was trying to tell you over there that I was like, wait till the podcast and I'll tell you then? Remember? And you were like, oh, you're going to talk shit? And I was not talking shit. You know what I was going to tell you? I was going to tell you that everybody bought all the fucking water. There's no fucking water anymore. We have no water.
I told you.
I didn't. What? When did you tell me?
I'm telling you now.
Now, after the fact, now that after everybody, you know what I ordered from Amazon?
What?
I got some filters for our Brita so we can use water from the sink.
Oh.
Because there's no more water.
You're so funny.
Well, I wanted to be prepared por si en caso, nunca sabes.
You wanted to be prepared too late.
Well,
Zombie apocalypse.
What the hell? Ya se le subió el
Thank you for
shot.
having me. Zombie apocalypse, you're dead.
Babe, pero yo nunca, I didn't hear anywhere that we're gonna lose power.
No, you'd be fine. I'm here.
Anywho, back to the real story. I didn't hear from anyone that we're gonna lose power. Where did you see that?
Instagram, Facebook, voicemail, emails.
You got a voicemail?
Everywhere.
Who's left you a voicemail? The president?
CPS.
That was a good one, huh? Biden? Hey, you're gonna lose power, bro.
That was not a good one.
Ay, pobrecito Biden. He's kind of old, no? Ya es tiempo de Kamala Harris to take over. Ya ni sabe lo que dice el señor.
That'd be crazy.
Would be crazy.
The woman president? I'm joking. Chill. I was joking.
I'm about to get another co-host porque este ya no sirve.
It'd be crazy, you know?
That's what's going on, you guys. And now I'm a little stressed out about what's going to happen. So hopefully we can get this podcast up before anything happens. And hopefully nothing happens. Because people aren't even going to watch it. How are they going to watch my podcast if they don't got no fucking internet?
That's what you're worried about?
No, I'm not worried about that. I'm just being dumb.
I'm just thinking about your role in the zombie apocalypse. If you're worried about, like, oh my God, how am I going to post this podcast?
My role in the zombie apocalypse would be to get stuff to feed us. Like, to go to the Amazon warehouse and take all the fucking things. Do you know what that is?
What is that?
It's a thing that you buy that you can put into any dirty water and you'll suck it and it's clean water.
A straw?
Yeah, but it's like a filtered straw. You can put it in the most dank fucking river and the water will be clean. Why are you laughing at me?
I'm not gonna put it in a dank river.
Well, what is that? What if that's the only river and there's a bunch of dead zombies in there, but that's the only water you have? You're gonna put it in that dank ass water. So my role in the zombie apocalypse I would have a gun and I would murder those motherfuckers. I would smash them in the head like this with a knife, but only the little zombies.
10 years and under.
No, not even like chiquitos, because the big ones are too powerful for me. So if we had a zombie apocalypse, do you think that they would be fast zombies or do you think they would be slow like The Walking Dead?
I think you'd be a damsel in distress and I would save you every time.
No, I think I would be that bad.
I think you'd surprise me.
I think I can hold my own. I'll swing like I swing on that pole. I'd be jumping to buildings like that. I got some strength. Guys, I got my invert.
Yeah, I was gonna say, kick them up the chin like
yeah,
that.
You see?
Kick their heads off. I'd
just be walking around with my whole thing, my whole stand of the pole through the street. That's how I'm gonna fight them off. I don't think I would be that bad. I would definitely have a gun. You would have to show me how to use the gun in that time. Like, this is how you use it quickly.
But not now.
Not now. No, I've already said that I would go with you, but I still need to get my own gun. You need to buy me my gun that you said that you're gonna buy me.
You still shoot a gun that shoots.
I know, but that gun's not gonna be mine.
It's just to shoot it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but what if it's different for my specific gun?
They're all the same.
They're all cockback.
They all have triggers and they all make a loud noise.
I know what a gun is. Don't treat me like a dummy.
I'm just saying they're the same.
They all act the same.
For the most part, yeah.
That's what I was asking.
They all have the slider. You pull it back. Yeah.
Some of them are hard to pull back though.
No. You're strong. You're stronger than Alex.
That's fucked up. You better send him that part. That's fucked up. You heard that, Alex? That's fucked up. I didn't say shit.
I remember one time he was like, "Nah, don't get this gun. The sliders, it's too hard to pull back. She's not gonna be able to pull it back." I was like, "Bro, she's strong." And I remember one time you pulled the slider back on my handgun, and he was like, "Oh, she's strong."
Really? I didn't hear that. I guess he only
I was
told
like,
you.
"What the fuck?" I can't pull it.
I mean, I am strong.
That's what he thought of you. Like,
oh, that's what he thought
Yeah.
of me. Okay. I would be able to hold my own.
you'd be fine.
But it would be hard when it came to those life-ending decisions. Like when you have to like be selfish and not let other people in or things like that. That would be hard for me. Like
New America.
strangers.
Yeah.
Like the movie we watched. What was the movie called? The movie that you loved that my sister recommended. What was it called? I don't remember what it was called. It's pretty popular right now.
You know what? I remember
Leave
it.
the World Behind, I think.
Oh yeah. I was trying to describe the plot to be like, oh, that one.
Don't
But it had
do
so many
spoiler.
plots.
Yeah, don't do spoilers though.
Why spoilers?
I guess nobody's gonna watch
Don't
the
watch it.
podcast. Oh.
Don't do it.
I think it's pretty good.
I think it had a good like hook. Had a good
He
hook.
just didn't like the
I was like,
ending.
oh, it's going somewhere. It's going somewhere, and it kept going somewhere, and then it ended. It never went anywhere.
Yeah, that's what he
It
thinks.
just died.
But I read a lot of things about it, and it said it was meant to leave
Imagine?
you like that.
Winding up and winding up
Oh, I just remembered something.
and winding up, and then nothing.
I just remembered something that this movie reminded me of.
What?
Michelle Obama, she was on a podcast. Why do you laugh at my transitions? He'd be laughing at my transitions.
Go.
She was on a podcast. I saw this clip on TikTok, and that the podcaster asked her,
that keeps you up at night now? Well, what is your biggest fear now after having overcome so many?
There's such a thing as knowing too much. And when you've been married to the president of the United States who knows everything about everything in the world, sometimes you just want to turn
You know
it off.
too much.
Right? It's like, I don't want to know what was in that folder that you just
like, imagine you being the president and you knowing all these dark secrets or this crazy shit that is about to happen or is going to happen. The president, but she's married to the president, so she knows like so much shit. She said something like about like AIs and stuff, and I'm like, girl, what are you trying to tell us?
Terminator.
So scary things, you guys. Go see that podcast. I haven't seen the whole thing, but I saw a portion of it, and just that scared me. So I'm not gonna watch it. So I'm gonna be dumb and oblivious until something happens and kills us all.
I'll save you.
He just wants to save me. I don't need saving.
I'll save you.
I am perfectly fine on my own. I am INDEPENDNT. Do you know what that means?
I'll save you.
And that movie, I think it's still worth the watch. Aaron thinks otherwise, but I
Don't
think
watch
it's still
it.
worth the watch. Like, if you want to freak yourself out about what could happen in this world that we live in, watch it. But if you don't want to freak yourself out and you don't like movies like that, don't watch it, because that's what it is. About the world ending, basically.
I feel like the movie hinted at so many plots. Like, it's going to go here, or it's going to go this way. It's going to go this way. And then, like, the biggest plot twist of all is, like, it went fucking nowhere.
Okay, can we talk about one thing from the movie, though?
Go.
Where the Teslas, that was scary, bruh. Okay, so there's this scene in a movie where all the Teslas are being controlled by somebody. I don't know who the fuck it is.
Hackers.
But they're all in certain intersections where it leads to like different, like, basically they're putting them to block, like, as blockades, right?
Games that you
Right.
They put them as blockades all like in the US. So blockades, so you cannot leave or get to anywhere, basically. So you're stuck wherever you are. I'm
Like,
assuming they're like,
blocking major highways.
yeah, major highways. So that's fucking scary, dude. Teslas being controlled by a hacker. Like, all of them. Somebody was about to get hit by one of them on the movie.
I think with today's technology, Mr. Musk's team. I think they'll be solid, but it's not impossible.
It's not. It's scary.
Leave it like I said. The only way it's possible is probably insider threats. So like people who work on Teslas
Yeah.
say they're being like super malicious
And evil.
But I'm sure like a lot of the team's roles are segregated in such a way to prevent something like that.
Oh no, the
So
laptop's
it'd be
about to die.
difficult. I guess I'll leave my other topic for next time.
Oh, you had another topic?
Next time. Be a really long video.
Okay, you guys. Well, we talked about some random ass shit, some crazy ass shit. Very random. But again, let us know down below what other topics you'd want to hear from us. And if you are in South Texas or Texas, because who knows, what if the whole fucking grid goes down? Knock on freaking wood. But stay safe, stay warm, and don't drive if you don't have to in this crazy ass weather. And we will see y'all on our next one.
And we'll be fine. Stop hoarding waters.
Yeah, bro. Save me some water. And please don't get rid of the toilet paper because I haven't even bought any. Bye. Sayonara. Adios. Je t'aime. Subscribe to our channel.
Bye.
Subscribe.
Ciao.
Subscribe.
Adios.
Subscribe.